And if you're awakened and you'd like to ask some questions, or if you'd like to share, thank you, Anne. You're welcome to also just unmute yourself, put your video on if you'd like, and, you know, share your experience or ask any questions. If anyone made any discoveries they'd like to share with the rest of us. Anne has a question. What is it about the ankles? I love it. They're a funny one, aren't they? You know, ankles are interesting because ankles are often completely, you know, all the muscles around there we completely ignore. You know, we're so aware of shoulders and hips, but we somehow don't really ever pay attention to your ankles. You don't really, you know, we don't really go and massage our ankles unless they're really, really aching. And also, ankles are known to be our pleasure centers. So, you know, they're important. I think they're important. I think whenever we focus on them, there is a grand release that happens. I think they probably named the pleasure centers for a reason, because when we relax the ankles, we really allow ourselves to receive pleasure. And it doesn't have to be, you know, sexual pleasure. It can be exactly pleasure in any kind. So yeah, I like to focus on that, and it also drives your attention all the way down there, which if, for example, sometimes if you're standing, can even help you get more grounded, you know, ankles and feet, just to take notice of your ankles and feet. Yes, you noticed. Anne said she noticed I focus on them every time. I do. Yes. Thank you for asking me that. That's valid. That's important. I mean, all questions are valid. Does anyone want to? Oh, Mike. Thank you, Desi. Amazing trip. I cried a lot. Oh, that's beautiful. A lot to release. I love that. Megan saying the little animal was the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, and the wizard was Glenda, the good witch. I love that. Been watching too many movies with the kids, but that's, you know, that's mythology. It is from when we were children, really. I couldn't make eye contact with the second door, and she was far away. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. You see how that I wouldn't want you to overanalyze that, but later on, see what that brings up for you. You know, if it keeps coming to you, even now after like in the next 3-4 hours, see if anything else is revealed to you with that second door, the way you see yourself, the way you are with loved ones and close people. Oh, Anne said she has troubles with her right foot, and it helps. I love that. Pam was asking me if I can speak about how ankles are pleasure centers. Uh, you know, that strong balanced knee start at the ankles. Yes, I love it. She said she cried a lot too. Adore too. Interesting. Oh, my pleasure, Megan. So the ankles, you know, I don't do acupuncture. You know, I'm not acupuncturist by any means, and I have never really studied in-depth Chinese medicine. But the way they divide our meridians, you know, every part of our body contributes to our emotion, or more, they're connected to our emotional and mental well-being. So you know, from starting from the head all the way down, you know, so you've got head and neck are usually decision making. So you might find, you know, if you have aches in your head and neck, it's making decisions. They say the front is worrying about the future, worrying about the present. The back is worrying about the past. And the neck is, you know, not knowing really what direction to turn to. Shoulders are responsibilities. We also have left side and right side. Right side is masculine energy, left side is feminine. So say you're having a lot of aches in your left shoulder, that could be you're worried about a female close to you, could be a mother, or, you know, It could be a female aspect of yourself. Left shoulder. The other left. And so then we've got, we're going down through arms. This is like letting go. That's why I always focus on releasing, because the arms and hands are all about releasing. And then we've got chest and upper back. It's all about love. It's all about not allowing ourselves to love. A lot of self-judgment, self-criticism. Oh, I forgot the throat. I always make you focus on the throat as well, because this is about speaking our truth. You will find that if you ever have a sore throat, feeling very constricted, or even when you're in conversation, notice yourself when you don't feel good enough, you don't feel like your voice matters, or you feel shy to speak because maybe you don't think that what you have to say is important, or you're doubting yourself. Your vocal folds start to constrict, and you start, oftentimes you feel people go and clearing the throat. That's all because you're not sure of what you're saying, or you're kind of doubting yourself. So the throat begins to constrict. So it's good to say, like, okay, I trust myself. I invite my authentic voice, and feel the throat beginning to open. Know that whatever you have to say is important. Yes, Nancy said she has an encompassing feeling that she's enough. And said she has a tendency to judge who comes up for her. Today, set the intention to drop that and feel better. Oh, that's great. Yeah. So whoever's coming up for you. Yeah. I mean, you notice, if we try to control things, we'll notice that same control coming into our hypnosis, and as we're working with the subconscious mind. And the more you learn to release control in your guided hypnosis, the more you're going to see that starts to reflect in your daily waking life. So even the work you do under really matters, and immediately reflects up here in the waking world. Yeah, and so on. And so there's a lot to go, like, with each body part. But basically, legs are all about movement. They're all about knowing that you're going the right direction, trusting yourself. When it comes to knees, oftentimes they are about being stubborn, not being flexible. So if the knees hurt, you want to check out, like, where are you not being flexible? Right and left, masculine, feminine. Could it be about a male figure in your life? Could it be about your own masculine energy? Are you not flexible about certain tasks in life that require that masculine kind of straightforward, direct energy? And then as we're going down to the ankles, the ankles are, like they say, pleasure. It's where you receive pleasure. So loosening those up, making sure that, and again, like you said, ankles, they are really the core of everything, because if the ankles are not right, if they're unbalanced, if they're constrained, then everything else, all those other muscles, just physiologically attached from the hip down, up and down through knees, they all get strained, and they all, so you really are not allowing yourself to relax. Everything's just becomes very tight, and it is a form of receiving pleasure when you loosen the ankles, and therefore, you allow the rest of the body to loosen, the legs to loosen, and the legs carry the torso, and the torso loosens, and everything follows from the ankles up. Feet as well, heels, particularly heels, or when you don't feel grounded. People, if you feel a lot of aches in your heels, it could be that you're not grounding well. You're trying to find your place in the world, and it's always good in those cases to remind yourself that I am my home, and everywhere I go, I belong. I am exactly where I am needed, and so to know that everywhere is home. The world is my home, and it's okay. To remind yourself you're safe. Firstly, most importantly, in your own body, that's your home. Hips. Hips. What was hips? I'm trying to think of hips. Hips is very much related to your jaw as well. And so a lot of frustration, a lot of anger is held in the jaw, and it's also held in your hips. So the whole pelvic floor and the hips are very directly related to your jaw. So you notice when you're holding that frustration, and it comes from that, they say it comes from the primal reaction of, grinding your teeth, like dogs, they go, rrr. It's the same thing with people. Obviously we don't, reveal our teeth that way, but we still instinctively, from that primitive mind, have the tendency to, hold all our tension, frustration, and anger here. and that directly goes straight to the hips. It could not be anger. It could be, subtle frustration. It could be things, think about it when you're trying to, bite your tongue, not say things, again, not speak up for yourself, or hold things in. That people that are not used to being confrontational, oftentimes might not experience anger, but they will still hold in the tension, so we're like that. We're either we're used to either releasing anger or holding it back, but you're still holding it in your body. So yes, I hope I answered that one. Stomach ache. Oh, sorry. Mikey said she had stomach ache, solar plexus. It went when I walked down the stairs, but it was right back when I came back to the forest. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because we were focusing on the relaxation, so you were fully focusing. So for you, I would say, stomach is anxiety. Tummy, like especially like right here, the stomach itself, it's all about anxiety. It's they say it's our second brain, right? That's where we hold all our anxiety. So work on imagining that energy roll into your stomach, and maybe even see it kind of emerging and shining from your stomach and out and out and out, and just releasing any and all tensions around your stomach, around all the muscles. Maybe even feel it going through your digestive system and healing as it goes down, swirling through the intestines and cleansing that whole, solar plexus and whole abdomen. And then, in a state of relaxation, you can even ask the body to show you what is making you anxious. Maybe if you're not aware of it, you can ask what is, and usually in such a relaxed, deep state, you will have an answer. Oh yeah, sorry, you were going to do, Max said she was going to do it before, but I moved on. Yes. Sometimes if I don't know, usually if we're one-on-one, then I can particularly focus on what you want to work on, but I try to kind of cover all areas. Yeah. So that's it. All right, wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm happy that everyone got a lot of things out of it, a lot of releases. Yeah, well, I think that's it. David, thank you again. If are you still here, David?
Thanks, Desi. Yeah.
Yes, you're here. Thank you so much. Thanks so much again. I love being here.
Hey, can I make a quick request?
Yes.
So I'm building Desi a page for herself for meditation school, and the only thing I'm missing is testimonials. So if any of you, I'll put my video on. I don't need to hide behind my voice. Hey, if any of you love Desi's work and would want to do a testimonial, written or video, please do, and then just email it to me at david@meditationschool.us. That would be super cool.
Thank you. That'd be
thanks,
amazing.
Desi. That was an awesome meditation thing.
Thank you. I'll send you some written ones that I got from clients, but usually clients tend to be very private, so no, people are not very keen to do videos.
Yeah, videos
thank
are
you
better.
Everyone so much. Of
videos
course,
are better. You can do written. You can put your name or not put your name. It's all good either way. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, David. Thank you so much. Thank you. Are you doing? What's your next class, David? When are you teaching again?
That's a great question. It's not next week. It's the week after.
Week after that. What's that date?
Let's take a look. My next class is actually Wednesday, October 7th. It's called Exploring the Infinite Inner Worlds. Pretty cool. And your next class is Monday, October 12th.
12th.
Yeah, Monday, October 12th.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be tuning in from London then.
That'd be great. Yeah, super cool. Awesome, everyone.
All right.
Yeah, I did. I shaved my own head this morning. Thanks,
did you?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.